Right, we're recording. So, hi you guys, so welcome to my channel. I'm back with a new reaction video. We're gonna check out some more from Sean O'Malley. You guys showed me so much love on my first reaction to him and said I need to watch him more. So I thought we'd watch this video called A Day in the Life with Sean O'Malley before fighting Petr Yan. I don't know how to say his name, but one of you commented that he beat this guy, that he won the fight. So I thought it would be cool to watch this one before he won. From Anatomy of a Fighter. Great channel, great videos. But I'm not gonna ramble. Let's get straight into this video. Right, let's see. I just checked how old he is. He's 28, the same age as me. For some reason, I thought that he was younger. And then he have a YouTube channel as well. I just saw that. He's doing his thing. Alright.
I said UFC's gonna know, like that. I could potentially be the next big thing, and now it's all like I've seen all this before, and I said that like this is all gonna happen. I'm gonna be on a pay-per-view, 2 fights. My second fight in the UFC was on a pay-per-view, so I've seen this vision for a long time, and now everyone else is kind of seeing it.
Look where we're at now. I said we. I'm not taking no credit.
Been here for about 6 months now, and it's working out pretty good. We got the cage, 22-foot cage, and then we got a little bit over 3,000 square feet of mat space. Back here, we got just a private shower, coach's room. You can get a little smoke if you need, get our mind right. And back here, we got the great Jack Soto still with us. And then we got the Timbo Sugar Show podcast studio.
Oh yeah!
And back here we got
it's on his YouTube, you do
my
podcasts
studio,
and stuff.
the Red Hawk Recap.
Oh, so that's
Dude, everything that happened is just so weird the way everything happened. Everything just lined up so perfectly. I didn't envision it being like this, and I didn't envision owning an academy like this early. But yeah, everything that happened just kind of led us here, and just being consistent with our hard work over the years, and just loving the sport of MMA.
Cauliflower ear. Because they took the car down. I'm a dishwasher.
I have 4 kids. They're all amazing athletes. Sean was just spectacular at baseball, football, basketball. Problem with Sean is he doesn't like team sports, wasn't good with coaches, wasn't good with any authority, which is ironic because I'm a retired cop and detective, but you could just see that Sean wasn't having fun in organized sports. He wanted to show his talent, so we took him to a boxing club in downtown Helena, and we went walking in.
That's so good.
The guy
like
there,
that, even though he had issues with authority and stuff, he still had the discipline, you know, to go be great.
Didn't have any interest in Sean at all.
Could have gone left
Sean's
otherwise.
Scrawny-looking little kid. Demanded that he goes out and sells a bunch of stuff every month, so we weren't happy there. I have a buddy who's a Native American who's a Golden Gloves boxer. His son was a Golden Gloves and his daughter was Golden Gloves. Asked him if Sean could go train with him. His name's Ray Moore. And he said, sure. We went up to Ray's house, which is way up in the mountains. Ray had nothing. He had a beat-up treadmill and a heavy bag that was all broke. Took Sean in there.
You got a good father being involved. It's so important.
You have no idea what you got here. I've been doing this my whole entire career. I've never seen anybody with the speed and strength of Sean.
I've been training with Marcus for how long? How long you been at the lab?
7 years.
Yeah, pretty much since I got there. Marcus, fucking stud. What's your record?
4-1.
4-1. Hopefully get on a contender series soon. Knock a couple people out. Everyone's scared to fight him though.
Are you surprised at all of this with him? No, I'm not surprised. He's been a stud since he was 18. So, you know, I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all. It should, you know. So, it's pretty amazing. It's always amazing to see people you're around do great. So it's pretty amazing to see him do it, but I'm not surprised.
I think Sean knew he was a special athlete and just knew that he's going to do whatever he
confidence,
wants
with the
to do.
determination into sport in general. Like,
yeah, I don't know where he developed that. We were downstairs, me and my younger son Daniel, my older son Michael, Sean being the middle son. We snuck downstairs and we were watching CDs of MMA fights, UFC fights, some badass fights back in the day, because we had to hide downstairs because the mom said, you're not going to show your kids this stuff. So we're down there watching it, having a good time. Sean's probably 12, sneaks down there, sees this. He's like, how can you guys watch this, man? This stuff's disgusting. Runs upstairs,
I remember this.
Tells his mom, Dad's down there watching UFC. Mom comes down, makes it shut it off, which is ironic. because Sean was not a fighter.
Oh.
Good fight. Good fight, boys.
Sugar show.
2 minutes, we'll do a little leg and ab conditioning, and then we'll be done.
Really shadow for one.
Yep. It was both shadow, yeah.
Halfway through the week, Wednesday, right about now, it's like you start feeling it. Go, okay. So this afternoon, I have a light practice, more of an active recovery. Tomorrow is like a little bit of strength and conditioning, and then in the afternoon, another active recovery. Friday, hard competition training. Saturday, sparring. My last hard sparring will be the 5th, Wednesday, and then we leave Thursday. So after I leave, I'm not going to spar out in Abu Dhabi. All the sparring will be done. But usually 2 Saturdays before the fight, so 14 days.
Yan is going to come in. He's going to be swinging heavy. He's going to try to pressure, but I mean, Suge has that step off, that step off Curry that guys don't got. So you know, it's definitely going to be a beautiful night. I'm excited for it.
Pedro was my first fight on my new contract, so you know, I said I'm going to take big fights. Top 10 guys want to get paid. We're not 100% where I want to be at, but we're at a good spot. I'm excited with what I'm getting paid. So I fight Pedro. And the only guy in the top 10 that didn't have a fight right after my fight. Everyone in the top 10 had a fight except for Petr Yan. I was like, that's a fight I've wanted for a couple of years. I'm getting paid. So right when they called me, he's like, hey, you don't have to, like, what do you think of this? And I was like, yes, 100%, let's get this done. And I didn't think Petr was going to take the fight, to be honest. So I was messaging him personally on Instagram, like, just trying to get under his skin to where he's like, what, motherfucker? I'm ranked number 13. Also, I'm the biggest name in the division, so it makes sense for him too, but it also doesn't because I am a tough fight for him. So it's going to be – so I was messaging him on Instagram like, don't run from me or some shit, and just kind of, give him some incentive to want to take that fight even more. But, yeah, so that fight was right when they offered it. It was 100% yes on my part. Tell me the date. Usually this was my first fight out of Vegas. My last 10 fights have been in Las Vegas. They said it's going to be in Abu Dhabi. I did not care. I just wanted this fight. So I'm very excited for this opportunity, and I'm going to capitalize on it.
4 years ago when you had all this vision for yourself, is this shit so real? Like, or is it like, I mean, you talked about how you planned all this. Do you wake up sometimes and look at this situation and just be like, man, this is crazy?
Yeah, usually in camp I have more like quiet time to myself. That's where I feel like I grow the most, is in camps, because of that reason alone. Like, I'll find myself sitting outside by myself, kind of just thinking about all this shit. But yeah, it's it's like, if you would have asked me years ago, am I gonna have all this, I'm gonna do all this, I would have said yeah. So it's not like, holy shit, I can't believe this.
Yeah, he looked determined.
Still, like,
can go far when you have that.
All the vision at one point, all I wanted was like a nice house with a backyard, a hot tub, and a cold plunge, and a sauna, and a Lambo. I'm like, oh shit.
Had that a level
pretty quick. So, what's next?
Exactly. That's why you shouldn't put all things in material things, because when you got that, you get that pause in life. Like
Peter, getting a championship belt.
He seems to have a good head. He likes what he's doing. Good family.
I want to do big things in the sport.
Man, definitely is doing what he's doing. So important. The reasons.
We leave in 3 weeks to Abu Dhabi.
In the film.
It's both of our first times there. We've usually been spoiled just having the fights in Vegas with the PI, 4 hours from Phoenix. This is the first time to travel. And usually we said, nah, we're not going to travel for any fights. But once we got this opportunity with the #1 guy, it's like, let's go.
Change quick.
What was like y'all reason to say, fuck it, let's jump all the way up to the top? Because the narrative with Sean was always like, I'm going to take my time. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he shocked the world where it's like, what? He's fighting Petr Yan? So what was that conversation like?
I think it was Dana and Sean Shelby. They said, hey, we got a good idea. And then we were itching to know what the idea was. And then Tuesday came around and they called and said, what about Petr Yan? Every other bantamweight in the top 10's booked, but Peter's not booked. And they've been going back and forth on Twitter for a while.
Peter?
So we're like, fuck. The style matchup, both strikers, Peter's 5'5", Sugar's 6 foot. We're like, let's fucking go. This is a perfect matchup. And throughout his career, we've always, all the fights have just been perfect matchups, perfect matchups, perfect matchups. And we feel like this is a good matchup too, but it's also a scary one because Peter's a fucking Terminator.
Back in 2018 again. Okay, had a little thing going on.
So what's the story with this?
It's considered a motorcycle here in Arizona, so you have to have a motorcycle's license. It's got a regular car engine in it, Chevy Cobalt engine, so it's pretty quick, so it doesn't weigh too much, but yeah, this thing's fucking, this is pretty much what I drive. Even in the summer when it's hot as balls, I still drive it just because it's so much fun.
Yeah. What made you want to get it?
Well, I wanted to get I was just driving my Nissan. I got a 2006 Nissan right there. And I just made a bunch of money, so I was like, well, fuck, I'll get something. So I ended up getting this, because I'd seen a couple driving around, and I went and I actually didn't even know how to drive a stick before I bought it. So I bought it and then drove it off the lot.
Yeah, Americans use automatic.
I just knew how to
Here in
Europe, drive it, but
yeah. It's actually going over with automatic more and more.
Now I kind of want one with a turbo in it, but I'm just gonna keep this for a while. The slingshot, I don't know why it ain't running. Something happened with it. We're trying to get it looked at, but
that's dope that we still got the originals from the original video.
Yeah, I still got them. Neither of them are running right now. That one needs a new battery.
That one looks fun.
This one, I don't know what the fuck. Oh, crazy little spider. This one, something happened. I want to get it fixed up. So this land went up for sale, public auction. The only 3 people that could bid on it, well, I mean, anyone could bid on it, but the issue is the only way you can get to this land is through the private driveway from that us 3, these neighbors can get to. So if like someone else bought this land, they couldn't technically get on it. So I got it at a crazy good deal, like 1.4 acres for like $160,000.
I don't know how much acres.
Pretty much. It's like a triangle. It starts from like this wall over here, and then it ends. It's like it goes all straight down there, and then ends like it doesn't go all the way to the road. So it's fucking ends somewhere down there, but.
This is your land.
I own this rock. Unless I threw it over that wall, then I wouldn't own it, but I do. I was always pretty good with money, and like once you have a certain amount of money in your bank account, it's like, fuck, I want to buy something.
So important.
Buy a car or some shit. I'm like, well, I don't need to do that. Let me get. I sometimes I get an urge. I just want to buy something expensive. I want to fucking.
Being bad with money ruins your life. And other people's
like, well, if
lives.
I buy a house,
so important.
I'll get that kind of like that high from buying something, and it's an investment. So that's kind of how that happened. I kept that other house just because my mom was moving down, and it made sense. So I was like, you can just stay there until she finds something that she wants. So she's staying in that house. Bought this one, and then I was planning. I have an apartment across the street. We'll go check it out in a little bit where I game. It has 2 bedrooms in there, but I was just using the basement as the gaming area. So I called my buddy Schmitty up, who I met playing Xbox. He's 30 years old, lives at home with his mom and dad. I said, Schmitty, if you want to fucking move out and move down, I got a spot for you.
Oh, wow.
So him and his buddy Brendan never left home, just met him on Xbox, his game and work, and I was like, you guys can move down. So they moved down. We're living in the apartment. Met another kid named Blake. His name's Sono on Xbox. I said, hey dude, I'm gonna buy a house for the boys. It's gonna have an extra move down. He just moved down a couple weeks ago, so they're living at that house that I bought. And yeah, I mean, it's just I'm investing my money because at the end of the day,
and people's lives too. Like, wow, it's valuable.
Do any jobs that I don't want to. Like, I want to be free. Right now, I'm financially free. I can do whatever the fuck I want as long as I keep winning fights. But in 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, I want
that's amazing.
Done. Fighting, you're not promised another fight. Injuries, fucking shit happens.
And the next day, you never know.
You're not promised another fight, so I want to set myself up to be good no matter what. Worst case scenario, like I have a house, they don't have to pay. Like I own this house. You can sell all the extra shit I don't need. Like, but yeah, so I definitely fucking was happy when I scored this house.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Someone like Yan, like there's definitely a high probability that you're gonna face some shit in that fight, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot for him, honestly. You know, like I know that he does well in front of the camera, and he's probably used to all of like the hype, and, you know, publicity and all of that stuff. But when you're in the cage, you know, like it's your skills that matter, not all of that other stuff. So I think it's gonna be a lot for him.
I love how people say they haven't dealt with adversity. Like I didn't actually break my foot in a fight. Still win the fight with a broken foot for I think it was like 3 minutes left. Although it was against Andre Soccermom, who isn't like that great, but did break my fucking foot in half. It took 2 years to feel good. Some fighters being jealous, I do see that. That's just a natural human tendency. It's also, you know, to me, it's a mental weakness when you're jealous of someone else's success.
It's toxic, yeah.
You know, that's just a mental weakness, really. But I see it. I mean, these guys fighting tougher guys than me, and they're driving fucking Toyota Priuses, you know, driving to their little house, and I'm sitting in a mansion with a Lambo, 2 Teslas out in the garage.
And are good with the money.
You know, a couple acres, just chilling. So I can see why they're jealous, but I'm also, I do a lot of work as far as social media, YouTube.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
You know, I take a lot of business calls throughout the week. I do a lot of stuff that's not captured on camera. This is my gaming room. This is where I play Fortnite. This is where I Twitch. Got my gaming screen.
We got the same setup. I mean, he got a better one than mine now, but I got the same webcam.
Signed with them. They're a professional gaming team. Signed with them. They're super dope. I'm gonna go out to Texas in a couple. After the fights in LA, Tim and I are flying out to Texas to go meet a bunch of the Optic guys. So that's gonna be super fun.
Okay.
So that's pretty much. And then this room, this is my guest room. This is where Tim and his girlfriend are living right there. I want to turn that into something sweet. Can't say though. And then this is where the magic happens. This Big Dad's room. Not shit really happening here though. So.
It's a little bit different now.
Crazy, my teeth too probably were fucked up back in those videos. I got Invisalign I've been wearing over the last fucking probably 5 months, 6 months.
Do you wear it all day or you just wear it?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm still in the process of forming them.
That's good. Instead of people having those fake teeth.
Oh yeah, that shit will fix it up, bro.
So weird.
Dude, if you go back and look at my teeth in the old videos, and you'll be like, what the fuck? My teeth, it's crazy to
a little bit
how they just slowly form. I'm trying to get them perfect so I can get a fucking iced out grill so I can get some bitches. People fucking love to say I don't know how to handle a loss and stuff, which I mean, people, someday if I lose, probably won't, but if I do, and it's like, hey, you beat me, the better man beat me, I have zero issue sitting there and going, dude, that good, you know, congratulations, I'm gonna go fucking party with the boys. The whole Cheeto fight, that drives people crazy is, in my head, as a competitor, like, how many times does someone's nerve get kicked and their foot drops and they roll their ankle 5 times in a row and they can't walk? And, like, so for me saying, like, oh, I didn't lose that fight, obviously, like, I didn't fucking win it. I'm not sitting here saying I won it. I'm just saying I didn't lose it. So people, that's the narrative. Like, I don't know how to take a loss. And, you know, I think people will be surprised if someday, I mean, if they'll be surprised if I lose in general, but how I handle it, I'm not worried about, that's not, like, one of my biggest fears. Is losing. Like, I just fucking love competing for it's just,
that shows.
Some people just
that shows.
Competitors. I just like competing. So, yeah, with all that played out, you know, everything, it didn't really hold me back. Didn't really affect my career negatively at all. So, and now we're here. We're at at my house. I have Starlink now, which is better internet than I had before. But at my house, I could only get Phoenix internet, and they fucking suck, dude. So bad. Couldn't game, couldn't stream. So across the street, would take us 5 minutes to get here. It's funny, my little brother's actually in that apartment right there. Mine's right here. I have a gaming setup, 1,000 meg upload, 1,000 download, and the best internet I can get. So I just have that across the street. That's what we're about to go do right now.
Yeah, options at least.
Play what's up to the people.
So what are you into these days?
Fuck, I play Call of Duty, Warzone. I've been playing it for fucking 2 years, dude. I love that shit. Usually I have a guy that hop on with me, but sometimes at random time of the days, or just keep.
I'm trying to build my own PC. Now I got an old laptop.
Yeah.
Now you got a separate apartment.
I know, that's fucking, it happens so fast. Anatomy of a Fighter following me around today, making a dope ass video. Go check out his page on YouTube. Bunch of sweet videos on there. First game dub for the
That's cool to see the progress.
It's weird too though. It's not like I make money off of their, like if I post my highlights on my Instagram,
and then the picture.
I don't get paid from that. So it's not like they're really I don't understand. I don't understand it. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna argue it. It's all good. The thing about Islam that's different with Habib, it looks like he did some serious fucking damage on the ground, where Islam doesn't look like he does as much. But if you can't get away from someone,
he have like a special relationship with his fans, like a more raw and uncut.
Question right there.
Because it's live, he's doing it. I feel like they appreciate it.
What the fuck? It is absolutely bonkers here, boys.
I haven't streamed on Twitch in so long. And I thought I was late when I was streaming back in 2017.
No! My shit popped up on my screen like I killed him. It was gonna say.
I had 18,
so I stopped shooting at him.
Like 2K.
Mojo with $5 down now. Thank you, Mojo. Appreciate it, baby.
I work on my shooting.
I played on Twitch for like 4 or 5 years, and it's just recently switched over to YouTube. So going live 4 or 5 times a week, talking to people directly. I mean, it probably goes a long way. I do it because I want to, and it's fun. I don't necessarily like gotta build my brand, gotta fucking go live. Like it's super organic. So
yeah,
I think
it seems genuine.
That's why it works. But I mean, it is probably a huge part of building a brand. The SUGA brand is becoming massive, or it's huge, and I want it to be massive. And this probably helps a lot, but I don't really do it for that reason. I just do it because I really fucking enjoy it. But I mean, for some people, it'd be hard for, all right, go stream on YouTube for an hour, 2 hours. They'd be like, what the fuck am I going to say?
Yeah, exactly. It's not as easy as people think.
Part of every day, pretty much. Out of camp, I stream pretty much every single day. In camp, 3-4 times a week. So, yeah, it's probably pretty important, but it's definitely just comes naturally. All right, YouTube fam, we're done. I gotta go home. I'm gonna eat a little something, grab a gi. Fuck, throw on a gi tonight. Fuck around. Oh shit! Just shut my PC down. That's stupid. I meant to click stop recording. I have grown, obviously. It's been 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 5+ years since the Contender Series. It's weird. Life's just pretty much been similar. Like from the Contender Series, I was in an apartment, and then we moved to bought a house. Now I have this house. So there's like the physical things, the material things have changed, but I'm still going to the gym, improving, getting better. I do the same shit. I game, I train.
Mercedes.
I think.
It was a Tesla.
Just still have that mentality of I want to be world champion.
Of course.
I've been training since I was 16 years old.
Very nice.
Almost 12 years, and it's kind of been similar. It's like, want to be world champion. That's it. If they're gonna actually give me a deal, not like $1,000 off, I'll buy one.
That's right there.
Go negotiate. See how fast I am? See? That was left from Pops. That was left, and I'm right-handed.
Yes.
Shout out to all the lefties. Oh, you gotta do the dishes.
I hate doing
Sean.
dishes. Not my favorite thing ever. I don't hate it. Like once I do them, if I just fucking say, all right, I'm gonna do dishes, it takes like 5 minutes.
Though. If you say I love doing the dishes, I mean I respect it, but it's like nobody really likes the dishes.
It's not my favorite.
Get out a dishwasher.
He said he's never giving it up.
Huh? He's never given this car up, no.
Is it a
He'll be a flower
Nissan?
bed someday, I guarantee. He'll have me cut the roof off and plant flowers or something.
Yeah, it was his first car that
Aww.
he saved all his money for.
See if that's what fires up.
And so he doesn't.
Memories. He's attached to it.
I had to rebuild the motor this
And you
morning.
got the land for
Round
it.
up. I tore the pistons out,
It just needed
all
a
sorts
battery.
of stuff.
Just needed a battery. Yeah, that car sat on a lot for about a month, and we drive by it, and kept telling Sean, because he didn't have enough money yet. And he said, let's just call the guy. I said, no, if it's meant to be, it'll still be there. It'll still be there. And so finally it was still there, and so he went and got it, and he was so excited, and he drove it down here, loaded it up and with everything he owned, and drove down here.
So who does he get his legendary reflexes from? Mom or dad?
The man.
No.
Yeah.
Probably me.
No, the man. No, that shit's on a different level. He got that from maybe his real dad.
Oh, he wrapped it differently? Shush. They got another one? I lost count now.
Do you want to take my car or you got battery?
The wife?
Yeah, we have.
The girlfriend?
Yours has enough? Yeah, I'm gonna freak around a little bit. Big Will, you might actually fit better in the back.
Yeah, that's a whole other car. And then we saw Baby in the thumbnail, so.
The goal is not only to outlast the trends, but to be a trend setter. Sean O'Malley, universally recognized as the Sugar Show, has been setting trends in the UFC since its debut on Dana White's Contender Series back in 2017. Flashy, confident, and flamboyant, O'Malley has risen to the top of the sport's popularity.
He's flashing his own way.
And winning in impressive fashion.
A couple puffs to get my mind right before jiu-jitsu. Sometimes before gi, I like to take a couple puffs, especially when I'm sore. It helps you just kind of fucking loosen up a bit. Here, what's up?
Yeah, his girl's gonna work out too, that's good. People think that I smoke, like, I don't smoke. Never have.
Little King Paul, a little sugar on there. So far. All right, bet.
He got his.
Success is no accident. You can't stumble into it. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all,
girl fights too.
Love of what you are doing. Many say they want to be the best publicly, but behind closed doors, they lack the confidence to truly put in the hours required to become the best. In the sport of MMA, your words have no value when it comes to preparation. You can't skip the steps on the road to greatness. Despite the social media followers, the material possessions, and the cult-like following he is growing,
oh, yeah.
O'Malley's sole goal in the sport of MMA
that's cool.
is to become a champion.
That's
Something
cool.
many wish they could achieve, yet lack the ability to unlock what is required to summon it. The million-dollar question remains the same. Is Sean O'Malley exactly who he says he is? Or is the Sugar Show just a gust of wind of many stars in the sport of MMA that fade away as quickly as a comet in the sky? On October 22nd, in Abu Dhabi, he plans to show the world his step up in competition is just another step towards the ultimate goal he set for himself when he took that solo drive from Montana to Arizona.
Nissan.
Will Sean O'Malley become a UFC champion? We will see.
That was a good video. And I got to learn more about him and just shared the land, you know, and then that they went back and forth from 2018 to now to see the difference, see the progress, see the journey. It's really cool. I love it. I hope you guys like this one as much as I did. And shout out to Chris. I think Chris Willis? I think the guy's name is that makes these videos. Love it. The rawness, he letting it float, not cut too much and stuff like that. You get to see someone in a different light when they film it like that. I like it. But anyways, enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And hopefully I'll see you guys in another video. Appreciate you watching. Bye.